Hello and welcome to the birthday gift. This message is going to be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you're cross-watching, feel free to reverse the roles since the energies are interchangeable, okay? Alright guys, we're moving into that new cycle. So the decisions you're making right now are very important because it's going to set the tone for this new cycle. Some people are choosing to stay in the same energy. Some people are taking that leap of faith and moving on. Just understand that if you decide to stay in the cycle, if the decisions that you make keep you in the same energies, be ready to recycle the same lessons over and over. These lessons last for years. Okay, these cycles recycle themselves, so you'll find yourself in the same energy if that's what you choose. Okay, a lot of people are not willing to just trust the universe and take the leap of faith, and hey, that's that person's decision, but I just want you to know that this is your decision to stay in a certain cycle or a certain energy. Okay, all right, so let's see what we have for Cancer. The last half of August here. Tower. You have Tower? There's a recent shakeup, but with Tower, since it could be good or bad, it's just a change, a huge change, a big shakeup that changes things for you. I need more here. Emperor. Okay, so in this deck, the Emperor is basically it symbolizes more of your creative and willpower. Okay, it's this is not surrounding anything emotional or love. This is your creativity here. I'm starting to feel like this is like a dominant. There's something in your environment that's very dominant, or it has a lot of power. I don't want to say over you, but the authority that this thing has on you, it's apparent. This can be someone who's very controlling. You kind of feel like maybe you don't have a choice in the decisions being made. This person does not operate from a space of empathy. It's all about control. It can have sometimes like a warlike tendency. Just to get a task done, they go to any means. Oh, I'm dropping things. I saw the 8 of Swords, which is like feeling restricted and bound to something. Oh my God, it fell again. I'm taking it. The 8 of Swords fell again. So that's because I was supposed to take it. That's why I came. So this you're feeling restricted. You're feeling like there's someone in your environment or something or a situation that has you feeling stuck. Here with this 8 of Swords, you feel like there's no way out, or it's really, really hard to get out of this. Kind of like you're in some kind of pickle. Here, the way you're laying there. You're still looking for information. I still see you trying to find ways to get out, though. In the other decks, you have a blindfold on. Here you don't. And not only that, you are you're looking into something, you're reading something here, which means you're trying to find a way out. You still have this stance about you that like you can try harder because you're laying there. Something in your environment has a lot of say-so in what happens to you, the world. But okay, there's about to be an ending of this. That cycle is about to end. This person is not going to have that effect on you. Just so that you know, this deck has 2 of these cards. I found that out when I was doing the Capricorn reading for the first half of August. So I left both world cards in here just because I feel like it signifies something when they both come out in the same reading. So I see a completion of this cycle here where someone's having a control over you and having you feel stuck. Queen of Cups. You're in your element, number 1. The Queen of Cups is a water sign, but you need to listen to your higher self, your intuition. You need to be in touch with how you feel. You need to pay attention to your surroundings when you're around certain people. How do you feel? Listen to things people are saying. You're getting messages through these. Here with the Queen of Cups, she is very intuitive and can pick up on other people's energies here. But once this cycle ends, what this card is saying is that you will be in your element, sitting on your throne. It'll put you where you're supposed to be. And what started this off is a cycle. Cancer. You have the 9 of Staves. You're not giving up. Here, you're ready to keep going. I see that you're calm and collected, and you're trying to remain balanced. But you are persistent, and you're not giving up. There's so much more that's not being seen here. I feel like there's a missing piece. So I'm going to go ahead and lay the last 2 cards because I feel like there's more to this. Okay, we have the Knight of Cups here. And this Knight is offering to the Queen. You have someone in your environment offering to you. You all are literally side by side. This is like a continuation of the same environment. If you look, they're sitting in the same waters. But she's not paying any mind to this Knight. The Knight is offering to a Queen. The Queen is surrounded by big ships. It's a lighthouse here, which shines light and she can see a little more clearer. But this Knight that's offering to this Queen, she's ignoring it. And he's really trying to stretch it out to her. Alright, so let's see what else we got. Seven of Cups, like options, confusion. Geez, Cancer, this is all over the place. There was a big shakeup, and I feel like this is kind of telling you what's ending and what's trying to come in. And the way I see this is that you had a big shakeup here that allow you to see more clearly that the people in your life, or the person in your life that you were dealing with closely or you had an emotional bond to, was dominant and taking control over everything, every aspect of your life, to where it left you feeling powerless. Okay? Powerless and stuck. But you were able to look through things and end the cycle. So I feel like it started with what's already happened, okay? Because I see a successful completion of that cycle. Now that you're in your element, okay, it's the Queen of Cups, you are focusing on yourself. You're getting in touch with yourself here. You're doing things more in a relaxed manner here. You have a lot of strength to overtake things because you've learned so much. Okay? You understand things are not easy and that there's going to be difficulties in all situations here. Now that this is your state of mind, I feel like this is the current you here, where you understand this lesson for what it was and you've gained knowledge. Now you're in touch with yourself and you see things for what they are. You're waiting for your ships to come in. At the same time, you're also starting to see things more clearly. So you no longer just jump into things anymore. You look closely. So there's someone in your environment who is trying to offer you their cup. So you might have a new love interest, or it could be someone who you've already dealt with who's trying to come back. But this Knight of Cups is offering to you. But I see that you're not trying to jump in because you see that you have options here. And you want to be careful, and you want to kind of survey all options before you jump into anything, because you came from something that was tough and you completed that cycle. So now you're able to discern if something is best for you. Now, if you're not here yet, this is where you're headed, to where you are able to make decisions that's within your best interest, because you learned so much through that experience. Cancer, let me clarify this. Queen of Cups. Please clarify this Queen of Cups. Alright, so the Queen of Cups is not being clarified, which means it is what it is. The Magician. Now that you are in your element, you have all the tools you need to make whatever you want happen for yourself with the Magician here. Okay? Now, this Seven of Cups. Because I feel like right now you're in that state, the Seven of Cups, where there's a lot of options to choose from, but this puts you in a state where you're confused on what to do. You may not know what's next. You may be able to feel that something big is happening. Wow. You have the Tower, you have the Empress, and you have the Fool. So this experience, this shake-up, Tower again. This shake-up allowed you to get in touch with yourself to where you're now the Empress. Anything you touch will be fruitful. You have the potential to bring a lot of abundance in your life here with the Empress. The Empress, anything she works on, she brings it into full fruition here. She is the Earth Mother, but this requires you to start brand new with the Fool. This requires you to start brand new. You have the World here, which is the last major arcana, and you have the Fool, which is the first major arcana. You're at the end of an old cycle and you're starting a new cycle. And that's basically how I saw this. Okay, you're at this stage where you have everything you need. The Empress went through a lot to get at the Empress status. It takes a lot. It was this big shake-up that got you there. So good for you. The new beginning is where they're trying to push you. this whole experience was to get you to where you need to be so that you can understand your power. This whole thing was about you understanding your power. Once you got to the Queen of Cups, you woke up this inner power that you had that's been sitting dormant. And now you see that you can create whatever you want for yourself. Leaving things behind, not letting other people control you. That's a very important step to getting here. And I see people in your environment trying to offer to you. So when a person is at this status, everyone notices them when they walk in the room. When a person is at this status, they have an unbelievable amount, like a countless amount of options. Okay? And that's where you are now that you understand your power. Okay? So take that leap of faith, Cancer. I'm going to go ahead and do the extended and see what advice or what else they want you to know. But I see that you're waking up your power here. You are. You're letting go of things that don't work, and you're moving on to something that's stronger, which is great. Okay, so I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.